Hello and welcome to episode 126 of the Veeam Community Recap. I am the Rickatron, and now I am at home, but Madalina is on the road. Maddie, how are you doing today?
Hi, Rick. I'm doing well. Yes, you are right. I'm in Amsterdam for the European Women in Tech. It's actually the first time we are attending something like that, right?
Yeah, I'm
We've been,
excited. You're going to have to give us a full report next week.
yeah, I will. It's actually exciting to be here. It's a huge event. I think there are over like 4,000 women. So imagine all that. The event takes place in Ray, Amsterdam. And it's been quite empowering, great content so far. There were like 5 keynotes, like quite divided differently from the conferences we attend you know like lately. But yeah, I'm going to talk more about it maybe next week because there is still today going on and tomorrow as well, so we're going to have more information. But how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I took the last college tour with my daughter. I still can't get over the purple tartan palace situation you got going on in the room there with Beardy McBeardface in the back. Is that right over the bed? That
Yeah, it
dude?
is.
Oh,
It's
I don't
actually
know. Eek.
very interesting, but like a very
Yeah,
interesting design. What can I say?
you get a selfie
Last
with
night
him.
I was too tired to even, just deal with it. But yeah, the more I look at it, the more I think it's very weird to have it
He's.
just beneath your bed. But yeah,
I just can't get over that his outfit doesn't match. He's got like three different tartans going on, four different tartans going on. But we'll just leave that there.
it's just an interesting, like gentleman and design in general. Let's leave it that way.
Say full of character.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are on fire this week with the community. We got some stuff we're going to share and loaded up the special department. And Christoph Pope, a new Vanguard this year, might be the first time, at least I've called him on the recap, maybe second, I can't remember. He has made a private AI chatbot with Veeam knowledge. This is interesting. I keep all this AI stuff. Now we're putting it into practice here. That's interesting. This is
You
pretty
must
cool.
you go back to the
Uh,
to the post. You must say it the way he posted: private AI chatbot with Vim green blood in its veins. Come on, this is so creative, so good. You didn't say
that's
it.
it's kind of gross. This is a family show, Maddie. About talking blood. I don't know. We might get banned.
I
No.
so come on, it's so
Yeah.
original, so good, so passionate. I love it. Good
It
job,
is
Krista.
cool. It is.
Yeah.
This is interesting. We'll have to watch for this second
But
post as well.
like most of our community members already know about Ben Young's project, the Vanny
Hmm.
GPT, and we had it discussed a few weeks ago in our recap. But now Christoph decided to do it an AI chatbot, only
Oh,
that he's doing it a bit differently. Like the
right.
concept is the same, but unlike the one that Ben developed that uses the Veeam KV articles as a data source, Christoph went on a different road, and he's using videos available on YouTube in several channels and playlists. And you just went to the right paragraph. So Tech Bytes, Veeam How to Series, I don't know what else, How to Series MSP. Um, so these are just some examples. I think this is pretty awesome. And honestly, I do love anything that has to do with AI. We've been talking so much at this conference as well about Gen AI. So everywhere we go at Pulse, they've been talking about Gen AI. So it seems like this is the topic of the moment. But I'm happy to see it in our community as well, and how cool would be like an integration of the two models,
This
Christoph
is,
and
yeah,
Ben,
right. Like
and
super AI,
like
super Veeam
super
AI.
AI, that would be super cool. Just have like a V community GBT or something. There's no limit to the imagination, right?
You know what's getting me a little bit scared about this, Maddie, is at least the one that Christoph has made here, the Veeam Green Blood in His Veins AI chatbot. This one, it's if it's feeding from the videos, that's a lot of videos that I do. So that's a lot of pressure on us to make sure that we're feeding
It
the AI
is.
correctly. I don't
Yeah,
know. We
yeah.
better start. We better up
No,
our
but
game.
if you go to his article, he's just taking it steps by step,
Yeah.
and it's really cool. He's just giving you an overview of what he's keeping, what is he removing. There is some noise that he's removing from the data, so you have like clean data. So this is awesome. Really loved it, Christoph. Great job. And I'm really looking forward to see both models, developments, but I do hope that we're going to see an integration as well. And I do have an idea in there for the Veeam 100 show, maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, this is really interesting. What he's got right here is that some words will pollute the source data.
Yeah.
You know what else will pollute the source data? It's all those words that I make up. This is going to be crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if he's removing that, because I think he's just removing the like yeah or like kind of interjections. Or
I need to publish the Rictionary, and then it can like use these words.
And then he can create a file of that,
right.
And he can just, that's smart, Rick.
Yeah, make a Rickinism, a Wikipedia, Rictionary, all those things that can't pollute the AI data. Interesting. Outstanding work, Christoph. We are going to be watching this, and I'm thinking Veeam 100 show is a really good idea, Maddie, to showcase these next generation things. Good stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, Steve Hart is back with a really cool topic about Sure Backup for proxies with Linux virtual machines. What caught your eye on this one?
Yeah, so SureBack, all of us know that is one of the super cool features of V12. And basically, it creates isolated environments called virtual labs in order to ensure the recoverability of the virtual machine. So the VMs within the virtual lab run in an isolated environment and do not have access to the internet. So this is exactly what Steve is trying to do in here, and to show us how we can connect that VM in the virtual lab to the internet in order to enhance the software testing and the patching processes, few other things. He says streamline deployment workflows, just verify the compatibility. And then he is taking us through all steps, letting us know what we need to in order to be able to do all the procedure, all this method. And most important, he's also sharing a PowerShell script he wrote in order to facilitate it. So it's easy, right? Now that you have everything that we need. And also keep in mind that this is for the Linux VM, and he's going to get back to us with the Windows VM as well, with the model for that. So
exactly.
That's pretty cool.
First of all, Steve, thank you for starting with the harder one, Linux first. So this is great. This is outstanding. And a little piece of trivia for everyone watching. Steve Hart is a certified beer sommelier. And
yes, I do remember that.
I like this guy. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Steve Hart. Sure Backup, friends. Been on the market now 13 years. If you're not using it, there's no better time to start than right now. Good stuff. All right, now this might be a new name, Cameron McShane. I like the way that name rhymes. Hey, Cameron, he's got a question.
I don't think we had it before, right?
Yeah. So he posted a discussion about migrating with copy job to scale out backup repository. He's got some sizing that he's got, and he's on V12. It's always good to be on V12. And this is really, by the way, regardless of the question here, this is one of the heart-shaped values of our community. This is what I'm trying to do. And then we've got great experts around the world that are going to take a look and give their advice here. So I'm not really surprised who came in with the best answer, but
yeah, totally. Yeah, no, it's really good. Basically, what he wants is to remove the backup copy job and its repository, and replace it with Wasabi. But then he wants to also keep the historical backups, right? And then, of course, Michael Paul comes up with a long answer, very specific, right? And he says, just create 2 buckets, or just 1 bucket with 2 folders within. And then, with Wasabi, Derek agrees on that. And then, of course, MP goes very specific into the matter. But yeah, what's your opinion on that? What do you think, Rick?
Well, I think the most important part, and it's more about highlighting the value of the community here is that Michael had these clarifying questions first.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the money shot right there. So it's like we're kind of saying, hey, Cameron McShane, but we're once again saying, hey, Sir Michael Paul. And honorable mention to Chris and Derek for helping out as well with some
Absolutely.
perspectives. So this is why we are here, friends. And then this is also super important. Derek, he validates what Michael's advice is. So to Cameron, this is like super, super valuable stuff. So I love this stuff.
And I think he's
I love
adding
it.
as well value to it. If you go to the next paragraph, he's just adding some value. And then our Mr. Cameron McShane, he's satisfied with both answers. And he's like, oh, thank you for that. I will definitely go and discuss on that. So this is great. That's why we are doing it, right, Rick?
That's right. This is why we're here. This is why we do this community site. And I don't have timestamps, but literally this was all sorted out in like a day, I believe. Yeah, basically one business day, you got expert advice for free. Love it. Love it.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Cameron, Derek, and Chris, and Michael Paul. And this is something you've been working on for a while, Maddie. You, Nikki, and Sophia. Tell me about this new part of the website. It's really cool.
Yes, we didn't have the opportunity to present it because we didn't have a logo for it. But now that we actually have a logo for the Veeam 100, we are able to present it. It's been there for a while, and thank you both, Sophia and Nicola, for all your help. It's been a long process, and working with creative, I have to also thank creative team because it was a lot of work for them as well. But yeah, basically what we have in here is an overview of our Veeam 100 program, Vanguard, Legends, and MVPs, and you have the picture and the small description about our newest members of the community. This is class of 2023. In August, we're going to have legend selection again. We're going to have a new intake, so we might just add few people, maybe remove few people. But this is great. Like people have access, like to these top technical experts, and they know where to find them. They have their social media in there. Some of them, I think, they have also the community username in there, probably the legends mostly. But I think this is great. What are they experts in? What are the companies they are working for? Their certifications, like it's great. It's really great a thing. And before you used to have it on the veeam.com. But we moved it. We have to say that we actually moved it in here because it's part of the community, first of all, and then it's easier to manage. So,
yeah, we control this web property. So there's just a huge administrative operational benefit because people change jobs, people get new certifications, people get better pictures, there's different reasons why this is so much awesome in so many ways. But the biggest thing, Maddie, is just the fact that we got really all these programs kind of locked in right here. And I guess I should ask, how do we get here from the main community page? Oh, it's sticky at the top. You can't miss it. It's right here.
You have
right
it
here.
In here. Yeah, and then you have the logo, the new logo, the Veeam 100 logo. This is new. This is just like exciting.
So we got Vanguard right there. We got MVP there, and we got Legends right there. That doesn't look good, but you know what I'm trying to say when I zoom in. But you go here, and then we come into that page. So great work, Maddie, Nikki, and Sophia. Let me tell you, friends, this is the classic example where they did all of the work for sure. Yeah, great. And congratulations again. Let's elevate these members, the MVPs, the Legends, the Vanguards. I thought it was funny, Maddie, at Veeam, people getting their picture with the web page. I'm like, I've had pictures with, celebrities or, picture with Alfred, but a picture with a web page, hey, love it.
Come on, this is so awesome. You have to admit it. I think this is also like having this page is such a great recognition for them as well, right? It's just
absolutely.
Like having them in a directory, talking about them, people have access to them. This is also great recognition for each of them. So
Indeed. And you'll see people change their kind of their membership, right? Let's take, for example, actually Chris Arsenault. He was going to be a Vanguard, but then he joined Veeam and he couldn't be a Vanguard, but then we had the MVP program. Patricio used to be a Vanguard. Um, let's see, Rasmus was the very first Vanguard, but now he's an employee. Brad Lynch was going to be, but then he joined Veeam. Wesley used to be a Vanguard. And then we also had Tim Smith was a former Vanguard. And we've also had some of the legends become
yeah,
employees, especially in product management. And product management doesn't issue MVP within product management because they're involved in it. Just like product strategy, our team doesn't also get legend or Vanguard status because we kind of co-administer these teams. I think this is great. Congratulations to the
totally.
Veeam 100 members for sure. And you might ask, somebody might go through, it doesn't add up to 100. That's okay. It's just it's a loose target.
It's 100 plus. It's not minus. It's
There we go.
plus.
Or more, 100 plus. I like that. All right, now Maddie, one of your programs are back and looks like voting is open for the blog of the month of May and June.
Yes, as we mentioned last week, we said that we're going to combine May and June because there was great content posted in May. So that's what we did. And we had like 6 amazing pieces of content from both months. It was difficult. If you go through comments, you're going to see everyone commenting, this was tough. It was so difficult to choose one because it's really great. It's just becoming better and better. And yeah, if you haven't voted, you still have Friday end of the day to vote. Because on Monday we are going to announce the winner. And also wanted to talk a bit about our initiative special. Basically, it's going to be a special edition for July when we are going to have blog of the month selected from different stories where, like people saved the day, had an issue, and they came up with a solution that saved the day. So this is going to be dedicated to the sysadmin day that is going to take place on the 28th of July. And I'm thinking that we might also have a special recap edition. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do a takeover. Let's get the fancy video team on it. Let's just rename it Save Your Bacon Day and highlight a story. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
We got schedule fun, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Awesome. Yeah. So get your votes in by the end of this week. So time zones, Maddie, when does it really close? It like midnight New York time, or is it midnight Europe time? Yes. Midnight New York time on the Friday?
Yes. Okay. So we give the opportunity to everyone to get involved with voting.
Got it. And there's a badge on the line, right? This is significant. We got it. We got to take this seriously.
What? For July, we're gonna have 2 badges for this. We're gonna have
because it's May and June.
And the blog of the day of the month. Sorry. So imagine that. 2 badges.
Awesome. All right. Real quick, I want to highlight that this best practice guide for deduplication has been updated. It's a 10-year-old KB, but that's because the advice changes. If you're using any one of these dedupe appliances, right, just check to see the latest update, latest information here. This is a really good KB. If you're using one of the PBBAs, definitely check this out. And the last piece of special department news that I wanted to share really is about the ransomware trends report. If you haven't seen this, friends, I know it was central news at Veeam, but let's just go down anywhere. There, boom, 56% of organizations who go through a ransomware attack run the risk of reinfection. The narrative, the story here, this is incredible. Check it out. All right, Maddie, I got to go into speed mode because the thing I talked about, they're here. I got to get upstairs real quick. What was going on in Bucharest? Looked like Alfred had his own little swag shop.
Yes, it has a community corner, same as we had in Turkey, and this is amazing. We had like people involved, people enjoying having Alfred around, people taking pictures with Alfred, enjoying the swag, and we are going to work on having an in-person event in there. I have like Cornell, I have Dan, I have Christian, I have a bunch of people that are going to support. So I'm looking forward to this initiative, honestly. But yeah, I really thank everyone that was involved with helping out with the banners, with the flyers, helping me out, setting it up. Like we are trying to find a leader in there. So this is all great news. It was a really, really great event in there.
Yeah,
So
looks like good. And everybody close to Alfred is smiling, so that's a good sign.
yes, look at
All right.
it.
So from Sophia, the Who's New, good list of people here. Pick a cool one. TikTok, TikTok, pick a cool one.
TikTok,
She
Scott
picks.
Backup. Oh,
She
let's
picked
go.
these 6 as cool names. Mark Miz, I like that. Blixa, A. Bonadonna, DK, Awu, and Uli. But there is one that stood above them all. And
That's
that
the one
is
that is getting a badge.
the badge, Juggermouse. And that is
Ooh,
funny. That is
that's
funny.
cool. That's really cool.
But a big welcome to everyone here this week. And I got to run upstairs, Maddie. The tech is here to fix something here at the house. But thank you so much for preparing everything. Big welcome to everyone and mentioned and participating. And I couldn't do it without you, Maddie.
Absolutely, Rick. And I couldn't do it without you either.
Oh, there you
So
go.
there you go. We are a team. Go
All
and
right.
sort out whatever you have to do. And I guess we'll see everyone next week.
Indeed, indeed. And enjoy the rest of the European Women in Tech Conference as well. All right. Have a good weekend, everyone. We'll see you next week.